Hey DJ Tech Tools, this is Ian Golden, and today I'm going to show you how to do a performance routine that I came up for the VCI 100. I'm going to show you how to do each part of the routine and break down all the steps for you so you can recreate it right at home with either this controller or another controller. And I'm going to give you the audio files that I'm going to use in this performance so you can download them and duplicate exactly what I'm doing right on your own computer. So let's jump straight in and show you how to do it. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is, of course, load the two tracks. You want to load the Planet Rock instrumental and the AeroDynamic solo on the right. Each of these tracks has 4 cue points, which can be accessed by turning on Juggle mode. In Juggle mode, you will go ahead and get the 4 cue points with each of these 4 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we also want to turn on fader effects mode, which is going to allow you to control these 3 effects here with these 3 controls. In order to set up these effects in the sounds that we use in the video, you want to go ahead and hold down Shift and hit EQ effects twice. What that's going to do is reset and load everything you see here so it sounds just like it does in the video. On the right side, you would normally do the same thing, but we actually want to use some different effects. I want you to load digital lo-fi, delay, and the gator in that order. We're going to control these effects using this effects section here, and we're going to control the left effects for the left deck using these controls over here. So the tracks are set up, the effects are set up. Now we need to learn each part of the performance. The first part of the performance would be the intro, where we use a little bit of a fader effects mode. So we'll go ahead and get that track started by hitting 1 cue point. And then while that cue point is being held down, we're going to press Juggle on, and that's going to get the track playing. Now, when we touch the platter, it's going to sample the beat. And then when we release the platter, or when we scratch it back and forth, it's going to scratch that sample in and out. And the pitch bend, or rather the pitch fader, is actually going to control the length of that sample. So you can create a little bit of fill action. Add the line fader for a whole different sound. The verse is pretty simple. What we're going to do is play the first cue point, the third cue point, and the 4th cue point of the solo. And what that's going to do is not give away the full hook of the song, because it's a verse. We don't want to give away the hook. Everyone knows AeroDynamic. Everyone knows what it sounds like. So we're going to kind of try to create a different solo by replaying the notes in a different order. And it's going to sound something like this. So that's basically the verse. And the chorus is, of course, letting the full hook play out by hitting the first cue point and then hitting juggle on, which will allow that to play out, and then turning down the echo. And adding some of the effects however you want. Now, we want to go ahead and put that solo over the beat. And I want to point out that there's two different ways you can do this performance, or two different modes. The first mode is with sync on. This would be comparable to easy mode in Guitar Hero. This is going to help you out and help keep the solo in time with the beat. Advanced mode would be turning sync off, where it's a little bit more difficult and there's no timing help, but you can get more crazy. So you can do those triplet crab rolls and other things, and you're not held down to the quantized nature of sync. So let's start back at the beginning using the first cue point of both songs at the same time to start them off at the same point. Once you've got that part down, I want you to add a little reverse effect on the left deck to make that beat a little bit more interesting. So the next part of the performance is what might be considered a bridge, where we introduce the elements of the chorus. So it should sound something like this. Now we're going to re-trigger that first beat. Holding down the first cue point, we're going to hit juggle on and let that chorus play out. Now we can mess around with these two knobs and really make the chorus sound interesting. The fundamental thing you need to do to learn this routine and get it super smooth is learn the transition between the chorus and the verse and keep repeating it, going back and forth every 4 bars. So that's the basic routine. Practice all these elements, put them together, add your own flavor, and try it out live.